All right, so thanks for having me in today. Just want to kind of ask you a few questions, just get to know you just a little bit better. So very first thing, what grade are you in right now?
I'm a sophomore, so 10th grade.
Still 10th grade? Okay. And what kind of classes do you have right now?
I want to go through the list. I got Spanish 2,
Okay.
chemistry, algebra 2, honors English, Avid, and basketball.
Oh, okay. Okay. And what do you think your favorite class is?
Out of my core classes, probably math.
Math.
I'm not a math person, but I like my teachers. So.
You do? Oh, that's good. That's good. So you're not a math person at all?
No, not really.
Not at all. I wasn't a math person at all either, but I think just struggling in math actually made me a little bit better at it because I noticed like the struggle. Actually, I did a little tutoring back in the day when I was in my previous job, but I struggled with math. That was the one class in college that I actually had to drop out of because I couldn't pass that class. But I struggled in it, but I just kept putting in time, and I think the reason that I struggled in it, really it helped me out now as my job now, so that's definitely something that helped me out. But what are some other classes you like? You said Avid you have, right?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Avid.
Avid is really just a college prep class
Okay.
that we have at my school, and right now we're in this program called Road Trip Nation, which is it's a really cool experience. But we're doing this project in that we have to interview people in a career path that we want to do. So like I interviewed my uncle, he's a cop.
Okay.
We interviewed my partner,
Yeah.
his uncle. He's a vice president at a paper distribution company,
Okay.
like packaging.
Yeah, yeah.
And we interviewed the one of the coaches at a local college.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
for basketball.
Yeah. What out of those three that you interviewed, which one did you find the most interesting?
The most I think interesting to my age group would be the basketball coach.
The basketball coach. Okay.
Just because it's more relatable.
Okay.
But I found that my partner's uncle, the vice president, was most interesting to me because he originally wanted to be a barber.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
because he was like, yeah, my barber, he used to come to work in a Cadillac, only work like 5 days or 5 hours out of the week out of the day, and I just thought that was really funny. So
yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah. So, which one do you think you can see yourself being? You can see yourself being a coach or maybe police officer? What about?
Well, I can see myself being all three positions actually.
Okay.
Like that's probably my fallback for it. Is major in business. I mean, my true passion is sports.
Is it? Okay.
So I think if I do major in business, I'm gonna end up in a sports team somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
But major in business. I don't know what in business because I haven't really explored it.
Yeah.
But major in business, coach, and then cop.
Okay. So you can see yourself in that order.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So are you doing any classes right now that are related to business or anything like that?
No, but my mom was she did something with real estate. I think she was a real estate agent.
Okay.
But I always took interest in my uncle. He works in the stock market every once in a while.
Okay.
He plays around with penny stocks, and he turns pennies into money.
Oh, does he really?
And I found interest in that. It's kind of like gambling. I mean, I don't know anything about that, but
yeah, you're too young to gamble right now. You're gambling now.
But I mean, I think it's excitement, but people don't really realize it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think you just have to find fun in everything that you do, or else you're just gonna live a miserable life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta have fun. I mean, there's that saying that you find your passion and you actually get into that as a career choice. You never really work a day in your life. So there's that little saying, and it's true. I mean, I think I found my passion. I feel like I don't really work that much. I actually enjoy waking up, going to work every day. It's a great feeling to have that every day. So if you get a chance to pursue your dreams and actually something you're interested in, definitely go for it, for sure. What about college though? So do you see yourself maybe going to a junior college, maybe a university, maybe a Cal State, UC, which?
If everything works out the way I want it to work out, which there's a good possibility that it won't, but there's also that good possibility that it will. I see myself at a 4-year, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the JC.
Yeah.
but I feel like JCs are like for kids that mess up in high school, but they want to make something with their life.
Yeah.
I mean, and yeah, it's cheaper and everything, but I feel like that's really what JC is.
Yeah. A lot of people think of it that way, but I knew a lot of people that actually were pretty smart in high school that actually went to a junior college just simply for the fact that they were staying close to home. They were to save money that way, not pay for rent. I mean, food is expensive, books, all those things, and also just the price in general of the class compared to that.
Yeah.
You really did the same classes the first couple of years too, so it's a good way if you're trying to go the cheap route to go to JC, also stay close to home, and then maybe once you feel like you're maybe ready, maybe transfer over to a university.
Yeah, well, our local college is, I see too many kids like graduate,
Yeah.
have schools lined up, but they messed up somewhere down the line with their grades. So
Yeah.
they go to the local college,
Yeah. Okay.
and then they get sucked back in, and not graduate,
Yeah.
and not move on, and live their regular life because they get sucked back in
Yeah.
with the drama. So I just want to get out of the desert.
You would get out of the desert?
Yeah.
Okay. So where would you, if you had your ideal college, if you can pick one college that you can go to, which one would you go
Any
to?
college, like in California.
California, anywhere, Arizona, anywhere in the United States, where do you think you would go?
If I could choose any college, I think I might do Syracuse.
Syracuse?
Yeah.
Ever been?
I've been to New York once, and it was Manhattan and Brooklyn for probably a day, if
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Like maybe 8 hours. But when I was there, I just enjoyed every single
Did
section
you?
of it.
Yeah.
And I know, like, living there, everybody's like, it's good, it's a fun place to visit, but
Yeah.
living there sucks.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure the weather isn't too good.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're so close to so many things. I'm sure it's completely different than
Yeah.
the desert for sure. There's
Yeah.
always something to do. I'm sure
Well,
you're close to the city.
there's that, and Madison Square Garden's there.
Exactly. You can go games. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Syracuse's basketball team's good.
Hmm.
Like, there's a lot of good things at Syracuse that I actually see myself in. But if I had to choose something in California, it'd probably be a beach school. So like,
Okay.
if I had to choose one, it'd be Pepperdine.
Yeah.
Good.
Pepperdine.
That's probably the prettiest school I've ever seen in my entire
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. So in terms of some of your goals, what are some of your goals that maybe within the next year or so, what's something you want to accomplish in the next year?
A year from today,
Yeah,
I
a year
see
from today.
myself-
So you're a junior a year from today, about to go into your senior year. What do you plan on doing within this year?
one, fix my jump shot.
So you can't shoot that good right now.
Well, every once in a while I shoot pretty well, but
Yeah,
I get a little mad and
Yeah.
start forcing up shots.
Yeah, one thing I've learned, you can't get frustrated.
Yeah.
It takes patience. It's doing the same thing over and over. It's muscle memory. So
Yeah.
repetition is the key to that for sure.
Yeah, but fix my jumper. Do better in school this year, or the upcoming year than I did this year. And I'm not
Do you
saying
feel like you didn't do as well as you probably should have this year?
in one class yes, but in my math class no. My math class is killer.
It isn't.
Yeah, and like I have
A
a
lot of
couple.
homework or a lot of tests.
It's-
What is it?
I'm fine on the homework. I'm fine like on the day that I learn it. I'm fine.
Yeah,
And then I go back and study it, and I'm like, what the heck? What am I looking at? Like,
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
seen this before.
Oh, okay.
And like I try to study it, but it doesn't help when you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean that. So
Do
I
you
think
take a lot of notes in class at all?
yeah, we do. And
Ever had any tutoring at all after class? Anything?
yeah,
Instructor about
one
it?
of the football coaches at my school,
Oh, okay.
he's a math major.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
every chance I get, I pick his brain. And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but there's that, and then but my chemistry class, I feel like I could have done better.
Mm-hmm.
It's just before winter break, I could retain everything I learned,
Yeah, yeah.
and then we came back from winter break, and it was just I had to put my nose in the book, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it was a different experience, and I could have done better.
Did you notice the difference between before that and after, basically in terms of you putting your nose in the books, like you said, and actually putting that extra time? Did you notice a great difference in your grades?
Yeah, well, they dropped because
Oh,
I don't learn like that.
Okay.
I can't learn out of a textbook. I can't read stuff and retain it. Just people have to tell me like how to do it,
Okay.
and which is why I like my teachers, because most of them do that except for my chemistry teacher.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the teaching or anything, because I'm doing better now, but I
Okay.
could have done better throughout the year.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like I could have done, or that I want to do better next year than I did this year. I want to start driving. I turned 16 in December, but
So that's one of your goals then.
Yeah.
In the next year is to get your driver's license.
yeah, and I still haven't even taken driver's.
You haven't.
Yeah, and I turned 16 6
You
months
could do it
ago.
over the summer. I know that they offer classes over the summer that you could do. I think they're pretty much free, from what I know. So there's always that option too.
But I want to start driving, and then play a couple rounds of golf over the summer.
So you like golf? You're a
Yeah.
golf fan?
I play
Did
at
you
my
play?
school.
Oh, you did play. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't very good, and I
Right.
tend to lose
Was it a good experience at least? Did you enjoy
Yeah, it
yourself?
actually helps me on the court every once in a while.
Oh,
Because,
okay. Okay.
you know, doing a sport like golf and
Yeah.
basketball, they're apples and oranges,
Yeah. Exactly.
but you know, it's humbling because you're like, I see people hit this ball 300 yards
Yeah.
and I duff it and hit it 20.
I know the feeling. I'm horrible at golf. I get so frustrated. It's one of the toughest sports.
Yeah.
Just,
Because
Some
you have
people
to
make
make
it
the
seem-
ball do everything.
yeah. Some people make it seem so easy, man, but it's definitely
Yeah.
tough. It's a tough sport. So that sounds like some of your goals for the next year or so. But maybe what's some of your goals 5 years down the road? So in terms of maybe what college you want to go to, what you want to do, what you want to maybe major. I know you said business. So in 5 years from now, where you kind of see yourself from there?
Graduating my high school, I'd say if I don't major in business, I think I'm gonna end up teaching, because my father's a coach, and
Okay.
so I'm like a student of the game.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
I feel like teaching.
And your dad's what kind of coach is your dad?
He's a
Basketball
football.
coach?
No, he's a football coach.
Football coach. Okay.
Yeah, I played football my whole life. I
Oh,
got
did
sick
you?
of it.
Yeah, I got tired of it. Yeah.
But yeah, but I feel like that's probably one of the closer things to coaching is teaching.
Teaching. Yeah.
And I mean, I've been a pretty good student my whole life, and I feel like you said, you struggled in math,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'd probably teach a subject that I didn't struggle in,
Yeah.
but like I know what it's like to struggle, so I know like how to help
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, for sure.
So I feel like teaching would be one thing.
Yeah. The best part about teaching is just the giving back, and when you help a student out and they say, "Man, I couldn't have passed that test without you. I appreciate it," or just even
Yeah.
the motivation that you're able to give kids. I mean, it's really more of a selfless job. I mean, you're really giving back a lot, but the rewards that you get are just, I mean, you can't
Yeah.
really give that back, and especially if that's your passion, I would say it's something that you might want to try to pursue.
Well, yeah, like my math teacher, she always is talking about, I want to be the person that you look back at life and say, thank you,
Yeah.
Ms. Brinker.
Yeah.
Like that's what she says all the time.
Passion.
Like, I want you to be,
You think you want to put yourself in that position? Maybe say the same thing to a kid maybe a couple years down the road?
yeah.
You'd want to change some people's lives like that? Yeah.
Well, I mean, playing a sport and being, like, not as athletic as the other kids or not as fast as the other kids, but still managing to get it done, I feel like it inspires some of the other kids.
Yeah. I could see
And-
that for sure.
Like, for instance, my freshman year.
Yeah.
Everybody on the team, like, dang, Jake, you put in work. Like, you're the
Yeah.
hardest worker on the team.
Yeah.
But, like, the coach wouldn't put me in.
Yeah.
And he told me to my face, like, you work really hard. You do all this stuff extra. You're just a great person to have on the team because
Yeah.
you make everybody else work harder.
Mhm.
But, like, I feel like that inspired the other kids.
I can see that, yeah. But one thing that I've kind of noticed from when I played sports a little bit is the time that you put in and that work ethic that you have in that sport, it really translates to when you're actually in the workforce and you're actually working. Yeah, I mean, you could see it. I mean, I used to have a really good work ethic, and I see the same thing when I'm actually in my job. I don't like to take any days off. Same thing when I was coaching, and I've seen the same thing with other guys who didn't have such a good work ethic. You know what I mean? And when they get to the workforce, they struggle really because they weren't willing to put in that extra time. So just the fact that you're actually putting that extra time, I mean, it's going to speak wonders on the road when you actually find the job that you like, especially if you find something that you love. Yeah. Especially. So I would definitely just keep telling you to keep pursuing your dreams like that for sure. Yeah. So that sounds like something you want to do maybe in the next 5 years from now or so. But let's do something more short term. What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish in the next year, or actually in the next month or so? So actually, you guys end on May 23rd, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's something you want to finish up before the end of this school year?
Before the end of this year,
doesn't necessarily have to be academics. Maybe it's something with golf. Maybe something with basketball. Something maybe with personal. Maybe you want to go travel somewhere before the new year. Something like that.
I want to be able to say that I made it through my sophomore year. Like, I had a lot of tough patches throughout my sophomore year. Okay. But I want to be able to say, like, I made it.
Okay. So what I want you to do maybe for our next session is write down an action plan. So I know you said something that you're going to do. We named a goal that you want to accomplish by the end of the month, a goal that you want to accomplish by the end of the year, and a goal that you want to accomplish in 5 years. So I want you to write out an action plan. So actually physically write it out on a scratch paper, on a real piece of paper, type it out maybe, exactly how you're going to attain that goal. So I don't want to tell you how to do it, so I'm going to let you kind of figure that out. And in our next session, we can kind of go over that action plan, and maybe I can kind of give you a few pointers, things that I maybe might want to tweak or something like that. But that's for our next session. I want you to write something down, your actual action plan to accomplish those goals. All right, sound good?
Yeah.
All right, well, I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in.
No problem.
All right, have a good one.
All right.
Hopefully we got that one.